Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NBA, look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, blue lane, 30. Defense, keep it up, guys. Check, 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 check 43. Check 31, check 31. He's crashing. Here we go, even. 52. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. He gets this one to Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready, white 25. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. SOS. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Let's go. Let him go. Watch the twist.
Now Gordon on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Blue lady. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 13.
first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
We got 4.
Third and long for Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Ready? You ready? Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Look, screen.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now.
Saints 7, Chiefs nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Ervin. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. No. Me. 40.
The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch twist. Switch. Kill. Shoot. Wait,
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
I got you, boy. 44, Mike, 44.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. Touchdown, New Orleans. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 14. Chiefs, nothing. Will Lutz to kick it off for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. Or usually look
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Strong right, strong right. 4 down, check, 4 down. Let me go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter in. Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day, every day, any day. 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I got one.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Glenn, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Next to score, Saints 21, Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready, blue ready. Green, come with me. White. Tighten up.
Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Irvin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Steps away to it, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 24. Check 24. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I smell feet. Wait.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 15. Let's go, baby.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Smoke. Mike 50. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Hendrickson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
The score, Saints 42, Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. Spinning away. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Mahomes firing complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on. You better bring it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mike's 50, Mike. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Lucky. 5-0. Switch.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 99. Check your hot read. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
Here's Gordon. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Under 10. 10. Jim. Check 4. Hey, flip it. Watch 24.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, stop. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hustle.
Now Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow.
From the 27, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
He's going to loft one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's got room. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Winston. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Mahomes will try again on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, Ribbles. Check 59.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Wide, get wide.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Flip. Follow.
Now Winston on fourth down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
This is Gordon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Even. Check 31.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready. Black, what is that? Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Where do we go?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This will be third and a mile. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
He's crashing.
They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for them? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.